game today could be an inflection point for both of these teams, as each hoping to use it as a springboard to get into the top 25. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in before the game with the Hoosiers head coach. This has been a disappointment all the way around. Everybody thought this team was going to be terrific. Ranked in the top 25 to start the season, getting off to an 0-3 start has been shocking, but he continues to believe they have talent. It only takes one game to right the ship, and that starts today. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Hoosiers ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Simmons. Starts to scramble to the left. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The one thing I love about this defensive coordinator is that he has a lot of different exotic looks. He's not just going to rush with 4. He's not just going to rush with 3. He's not just going to blitz linebackers. This guy's blitzing DBs.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing Simmons. Wide open. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Off the left side, it's Hardy. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And they tried to run that sweep out route. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge. Then he might be able to do some more damage.
Here's Simmons to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands. You just saw.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. Got his man on the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Richard. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like, the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line...
Caught, and he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game. And obviously, huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza, David. And it's not going to be easy. And obviously, you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis Rourke the year before that. They have been so consistent at this position as of late.
Yeah, and I think with Indiana proving who they are now as a program, like, if you come here as a quarterback, you're going to have success. You're going to take a leap, a Fernando Mendoza-type leap, right? Like, where he was a good player, he became a great player. So people are going to continue to line up to play in a smart, efficient offense where you're going to have a lot of success.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, in that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier in bounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Pocket breaking down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The head coach has to be happy at that.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Simmons. Here's a heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, give to Hardy. Knocked off his feet.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Man, they needed that one, and that took every bit of concentration by the wide receiver there. That was awesome. Big third down. You got to make the catch, but you got to make sure you stay in bounds. He did a really good job of securing that and keeping the chains moving.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. The run inside. It's Hardy. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Throwing Simmons. Going for it all. Catch inside the 25. Here he goes. All the way. Touchdown Tigers.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Right on the money. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, they've been understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast.
Snags it, and there's running room. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw it again. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in. And they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Hoover. Finds the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands. First down.
Looking for a huge play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is the type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it. Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Punt is in the air. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Unloads quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
And that is exactly what you want to get accomplished coming out of your own end zone, man. You don't want to hold on that ball too long. Get rid of it. Throw it to your running back. Nice job getting north and south, getting some positive yards, and getting out of the shadow of your own end zone.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Here's Simmons to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
You know, defenders have to really understand body positioning and where the football's coming from. And great job understanding that, getting in the way of the route, knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play for that defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll give it to Hardy. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Simmons. Works the middle of the field. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know it.
Got a little grass. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Simmons. Here's the pressure. Slings it downfield. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To throw, it's Simmons. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing Simmons. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tigers want to move quickly. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. He goes right back to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Direct snap. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a one-yard plunge. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's first and 15. To the air, it's Hoover. He's looking deep. Pulls it in down the middle. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown, Indiana. A great catch and run for 6.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Simmons to throw. Finds his man down the middle. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. And the Tigers in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly.
Gonna let it fly. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Simmons trying to burn this defensive back. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Using his legs, it's Richard. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 12 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Texas A&M getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Wants to throw. It's Hoover.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for them there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Indiana! They take the lead here in the second half.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on.
Got room on the return. Past the 20. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. And the Hoosiers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Richard. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Power ahead. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
No room to run, and he'll be stopped for no gain on 4th and 2.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throwing Simmons. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. You saw the velocity and the arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Simmons from the gun on third down. Moving out to the right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Under fire. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. This time on target. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Run in the red zone, it's Richard. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Hoosiers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
And the extra point is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. send out the offense to go to work. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance. Makes a grab and room to run.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Snagged out of the air. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Simmons to throw. Finds a man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It
Breaks into the open. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on third. It's complete on the right side. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I...
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.